Welcome back to One Comic Book a Day, where I'm seeing Spider-Man today like most of everybody in the world today. And today we are covering Action Comic Books number 32, The Preston Gambling Racket. I seem to recall something about gambling being over from a few issues ago. I'm sure it's fine. We're going to get into that, but first, let's talk about the art, which I sort of ignore, and Jack Burnley has been like the consistent artist for 2 or 3 issues on Action Comics right now, and he is just blowing it away. Now, I brought up a few issues ago that his Superman looks right, but man, does this comic look great. Especially with him doing the inking, it's a very like dark, pronounced ink. Everybody has like a strong, bold look. His Lois even kind of looks different. It's very good. It's a breath of fresh air after all these other artists who have been on this book. Jack Burnley is very underrated when it comes to Superman artists. I would really love if he was just on every Superman comic until Otto Bender and Kurt Swan shows up, but that's asking for way too much. So this comic begins with a guy about to commit suicide. He's going to jump off a bridge, but Superman arrives and catches him. Superman brings him back up where he explains that he lost all his money at the Preston Club, a gambling outfit, a secret gambling outfit where he lost all his money and can't face himself. Wait a minute, this is the exact same plot as the Numbers Racket from Action Comics number 19. This is beat for beat the same thing, where a guy went into the forest and tried to commit suicide because he lost all his money to a gambling racket. I'm pretty sure Superman ran all gambling out of town in that issue. No one seems to bring this up at any point. Like, he's not surprised that gambling's back in town, and yeah, it's a ridiculous notion that he's going to be able to stop this, but he did say he did it the last time. Also took down the corrupt police chief. So as Clark, he goes and sees the police chief. Police chief says he can't do anything without the mayor. By the way, going to see the police chief was the first thing Clark did in that other story. So he sees the mayor. Hey, at least this is different. The mayor is just shocked, and he tells Clark to go show him the Preston Club. But by the time they get to the Preston Club, there is no sign of gambling anywhere. It just seems to be like a Diogenes club from Sherlock Holmes where like men are all together reading. Not as quiet. So Clark looks bad. But using his sensitive hearing, he's able to overhear a conversation between Preston and the mayor, where the mayor, turns out, gave him the heads up with a phone call, so he was able to clean up all the gambling and make it all look legit. Well, I have some bad news for them. Superman's onto them, and he ain't gonna stop until this is done. Especially now that he's really irate over the whole fact that he ended gambling 13 issues ago. Oh wait, no, 11 issues ago. He ended gambling 11 issues ago. Him and Lois both try to get into the Preston Club, but they won't let them in. So Lois goes under disguise, and by disguise she puts on a really nice dress and puts her hair up. Not a great disguise, but hey, Lois finally changes her hairstyle. A thing I've been complaining about in issue 2. Yeah, issue 2, she looks just like another woman. And most of this has to do with A, the women being drawn similarly, but 2, they all have the same haircut. All dark hair women have the same haircut in Action Comics, so it's really nice to have her change her hairstyle and basically just kind of put it up. So she gets in, while Clark becomes Superman. You know, Superman, bright blue costume, red cape, and he goes and investigates on his own. So they let Lois in, and the disguise is working until she's asked to at a table to put some money down. She says, "Oh, I have no money." So they find her out pretty quickly because, why are you here? Also, and I know I say this a lot, what was the plan? Why didn't she bring any money? Why don't they think any of this through? She brought no money. So yeah, they find out she's Lois right away, and as soon as that happens, the hairstyle is gone. They make her drink some sort of concoction. We don't really see what it is. This is also a prime time of, you know, every Superman comic where she complains Clark doesn't fight back. She has a chance to fight back, but she doesn't do anything. She does exactly what Clark does. As she's walking out, she runs into Clark as he's changing into Superman, but luckily she is comatose from the concoction or potion or whatever he made her drink. This worries Clark, so he takes her to the doctor. The doctor doesn't seem to be able to do anything. But luckily, Superman has mental hypnosis and is able to use it to break her out of her comatose. Mental hypnosis. We're basically at this point where Superman just kind of makes up powers every issue that may or may not show up ever again. Sort of like how I want to play my D&D character, but my DM won't let me. Bet he'd let me if I could bench press a continent. Couldn't stop me then, could you? With Lois fine, he then goes and because he's Superman and no one can stop him, busts down the door of the Preston Club and just starts wrecking things, which is what he did last time. Superman then goes to confront the mayor, who we assume is corrupt, which would be really funny because he only just brought down the mayor like 3 issues ago, or like a Superman comic ago. Almost like he's going to take down the mayor every month. That would be hilarious. Well, you see, Metropolis doesn't really have a mayor because he's constantly just taking him down. But the mayor isn't corrupt. It turns out Preston used the concoction to comatose his son, and if he does anything, he'll never get his son back. But Superman can use his mental hypnosis to fix his son. Very lucky with that Deus Ex Machina, Superman. But while he's doing that, Preston kidnaps both Lois and the mayor and starts driving them away. But this is basically the end of the plot because Superman is able to grab them and save them and takes Preston to the police station. I forgot to mention at a point, Superman built a thing called a crypto ray. It looks like a gun, a ray gun, and it just projects an image onto a wall like a projector. I would assume inventing something like a Polaroid camera would have been more useful, but less fun. Also, they were able to recreate this as a toy not too long after this, so they're trying to upsell your kids here. And with the crypto ray, he's able to prove that there was gambling over at the Preston Club. Because, you know, evidence has been such a big thing for Superman coming up to this. Evidence. Just make the dude confess. And that is Action Comic Books number 22, The Preston Club. A story I kind of enjoy because we do actually spend half the comic setting up the threat and then have Superman deal with it in the second half. And also Lois gets to be pretty active in the story. Yeah, she becomes a damsel in distress, but she gets something to do. And that's nice. She rarely has things to do other than kind of nag Clark or just be immediately captured. But next time, bring money. Be prepared to play the role, Lois. Don't just put on the disguise. And Superman's fairly quippy and fun in this issue. You know, I complain about how he just kind of goes back and forth, but this is one of the issues where he's quippy. And that just improves it like 10 or 20% already. Alright, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon to get notifications when a new video goes up. I do this Monday through Friday, but Fridays I do a Batman comic or a detective comic story featuring Batman, like I did here. And until next time, let us ponder the question, whatever happened to the Man of Tomorrow? Also, what was Lois thinking? Bye.